Hello, everyone. This is episode number 152.
Two.
I think
Dial.
last week I accidentally said 153. That lies with the irregular spirit.
And the executioner, Daniel Travas.
I am Matthew Smith, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. Today we are talking about the DC Absolute Universe. For those who don't know what it is DC's answer to the Marvel Ultimate Universe. More
Yes.
specifically, their Batman that looks like he had about 10 too many cheeseburgers.
Alright, well, let's just jump right into the Batman. When you first see that Batman, you're like, holy.
Yeah, the art style is a choice.
Yeah. I honestly, look, I'm just gonna say this. I don't care. The more I want to talk about is that version of Batman is 6'6", by the way.
Wow.
And jacked as, and as you could probably it is jacked as hell. By the way, the things I've learned about this Batman is he has no Alfred, and he's a construction worker.
Yeah, the Absolute Universe, reimagines a bunch of, mainly the main three heroes.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yes, the Trinity, as we like to call them.
Yeah, how DC Superman looks good. Looks alright. The only difference is that version of Kal-El doesn't have Maud Paul can't.
Yeah, and, knows he's Kryptonian or something.
And the version of Wonder Woman, that version of Wonder Woman is quite literally a witch.
Yeah, so we have a almost accurate Superman, a different type of Wonder Woman,
And we have a
and then
jacked Batman.
we have the Ben Affleck eating a cheeseburger meme.
It's like, holy. So, yeah, because I'm just curious to see what other characters exist in that universe, or is it just going to be those three?
I don't know, is Aquaman gonna be a literal merman?
I mean, it's a possibility.
Yeah,
But
it is.
like, my truly honest opinion on that Batman is the suit. Not really a big fan of. Him using an axe. Not a big fan of. What I'm completely okay with though is him being jacked as hell.
Yeah, but from what just to give you guys an idea of why I'm referencing him like Ben Affleck so much, is the emblem looks like you took a shirt and stretched it out.
Yeah.
Like that suit is holding on for dear life.
Yeah. Versus like the Ben Affleck suit, it's like, it's fine, don't worry about it. The absolute Batman is like, is that thing gonna hold?
Yeah,
Because
probably not if we're being honest.
because I've seen a video online where someone does a video of Joker interacting with that Batman.
Well, that needs to be interesting.
But
If you find that later, send it to me. I want to see it.
Okay. But my whole thing is like that. If you got a really giant Batman, the only difference is, like, what's your thought about that? First of all, that Batman carrying around a fucking axe.
Last I checked, Batman was not a serial killer.
I'm like, yeah, that's the thing. I'm like, okay, that's new. Hello, Batman. Okay. He's just like that version of Batman is like if I was a thug in that universe and I saw Batman be like, I'm turning around now.
Yeah, if I was a thug in that universe, I would quote Jar Jar Binks and be like, I give up.
Means to surrender.
I'd either quote Jar Jar, or I would move out of the country.
Be like, yeah, I'm not gonna move somewhere else, thank you.
If every city with a superhero in this universe is like Gotham, I'm moving to the east.
Yeah, my honest, like, I don't mind the suit. I really like I said, the suit isn't really that big of a change, but all I ask is whatever changes make for that character, for this universe, make it make sense for this
And I
character.
just thought of this, dude.
What?
If this is what Batman looks like in the Absolute Universe, imagine what Bane looks like.
Is Bane gonna look like Brock Lesnar? Back in his prime?
Yeah, or like, for anyone that knows this reference, Muscular from My Hero Academia.
Yeah. But it's like, jeez. Yeah, what are your thoughts on, let's start with that universe's iteration of Wonder Woman.
Interesting that she's a witch. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, she's a spook. She's a witch. That's why she has that weird tattoo thing.
I don't read anything from DC Absolute.
Yeah, and then the fact that she has like a darker color scheme, which I'm like, you know what? Good. I don't care.
Yeah, but
Thought
that
she was
kind of
like,
reminds you of BVS.
yeah, down. You got what's your thoughts on that universe's version of Superman?
Not having Ma and Pa is kind of par for the course, but I don't think he ever had Ma and Pa, from what I know. Which
Yeah,
is very little, considering the only thing I know is what I heard in a Panda Red TikTok about the Absolute Universe thingy.
which is what?
I don't even remember. It's been a while since I've watched that TikTok.
Yeah, good. My thought is like, look, if you're gonna, hey, I'm fine with it. Like, really, it's just like, okay, just like, I'm curious to see, what are gonna be the major differences between this Batman and the main comic Batman.
You mean aside from the fact he doesn't have an outfit and he uses an axe?
Yeah, I'm curious, like, what the hell's Robin gonna look like? Is this Batman gonna even have a Robin?
Yeah, like that's the big question. Is Absolute Batman gonna have a Robin?
And if
You don't really have any
uh,
options. It's either absolutely or absolutely not.
and it's also which one?
Yeah.
Which Robin do you think would fit perfectly with this jack this shit Batman?
Well, let's see. Considering this Batman looks like he's okay with killing, I would say Damian.
Yeah, that's fair. I really got nothing else to say, honestly. Like, that's really all I got.
Yeah, we probably should have done multiple topics for this one. Because I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie, dude, we got like 20 minutes and 15 seconds.
okay. Random thing, but this is actually completely on. I'm gonna change a bit a bit. That is, what is one thing about comic books that annoys the shit out of you?
I'm not sure if this is just comics or just like entertainment in general. When one writer comes in after taking over for another writer and completely changes everything the other writer did.
This is just my only one thing. I don't like when superheroes in whether movies, if video games, when they go out on the field, use their real name. Like when you have people, like, people say, oh, hey, it's, like when people say their real names on the field, that annoys me. When you're on the field,
Or
you're
when
not.
they hint at who they really are, like in Batman Begins, when Batman quoted something Rachel said to Bruce Wayne in front of other people.
Yeah, like also, like if you're gonna just like, and here's another major problem that I have with comic books, like if you have a secret identity, and I'm using the C.W. Barry, act like two completely separate people.
Yeah,
Don't
like
act like they're the same person.
the Flash literally has the ability to vibrate his vocal cords, so he could do that and completely disguise his voice. And
Like
also, how does
literally,
a cow fall off your face when you have a chin strap?
good point. All right, back to the absolute university. It's far away. Here's another thing: is that, and I'll mention this for, like I said, for the last topic, but that is why, and this honestly really does annoy me, but that is why does DC like to make Batman like what they did for for James Gunn universe? Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna repeat myself. No, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, if
it
you want to check out what he was about to mention, listen to last week's episode.
all right. Okay. Here's the thing that really pisses me the fuck off. Batman and the Joker knowing each other's secret identities.
Yeah.
That really annoys me. Batman shouldn't know who the Joker is. Joker shouldn't know who Batman is. Especially Joker not knowing that Batman is Bruce Wayne. That's
Because
mostly.
then there's no joke.
Yes, there's no punchline.
Yeah,
But
it
yeah.
only worked for Arkham Knight because Joker was literally inside of Batman. That sounds really wrong, but he gave Batman some of his blood in Arkham City.
Yes. Alright, you got. Alright, like okay, here's another major thing. When characters get changed, like if you change a character, origin, whatever, but it don't make sense for the universe that you're making.
Yeah.
Tough Nightwing's origin.
Yeah, if you want to know what he meant by that, we talked about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Also,
you
that's
got
probably the
anything?
main reason I'm not gonna rewatch Titan.
Floor's
You
yours.
just
You got.
finished that up, so.
Yeah, you got anything? Floor is yours.
Well, I know we're just going off on random tangents now, but, like, I feel like the Absolute Universe is gonna fail like the Ultimate Universe did because, fun fact, people, Miles Morales is currently on the 616 Earth in the comic. Like, the Ultimate Universe
So,
got destroyed.
so is that gonna happen with the Absolute Universe?
I, I don't know, I just think it might be a possibility in the future. The Absolute Universe is just starting up. But who knows?
Uh, uh, okay, and I'm going on the Absolute Universe. Don't get me wrong. I'm fine. I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. But it's just, if you're gonna tweak something for that universe, just whatever it is, whoever it is, make it make sense, please.
Yep.
That's all I ask. It's not that
It's
hard.
gonna need to in order for people to actually get interested in it because, to be real, I'm not a big fan of the designs. Like, Wonder Woman and Superman, yeah, they're fine. And then there's Batman,
Or Bat
who
Brick.
looks like an overweight diabetic.
I wasn't gonna say like an overweight diabetic. I was gonna say like he ate like Bane or just ate it like a fridge.
Yeah, my main and like I'm not trying to diss on the absolute Batman design or anything, but what I will diss on is the absolute Batman bat symbol on his chest.
Yeah, it looks a bit big.
It it doesn't even look like a traditional bat symbol. It just looks like a bunch of lines.
Yeah, just like you take the Ben Affleck logo, just add a bunch more lines to it.
Yeah, except well, yeah, you're kind of right with that.
Yeah, I will say, if you're gonna tweak anything, okay, if you guys like, any comic book adaptations where, and I mean this literally, but just make, no, what's the, I don't mind the absolute universe, but it's just like, I'm more of curious to see, how long is it gonna last before they play out with it? But
Well, that's all up to DC Comics.
yeah, I will say regarding Batman, regarding comic book Batman is like the one change that I'm just kind of on the fence regarding this character is I don't know whether or not this Batman looks like he hit the gym a lot in his free time.
Well, you did mention that his job is as a construction worker, so he's lifting stuff all day. He doesn't need to hit the gym.
Uh, yeah, he makes the regular Batman look skinny.
Yeah.
Not as muscular as like the Arkham Batman, though. To be honest.
You can't really tell how buff the Arkham Batman is because you don't really see much of Batman outside of the
Yeah, true. True. Yeah, I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind that they're doing another version. But okay, because you know what? This brings it to what we talked about last week. That is, if this version of the Batman can exist, why can't other versions?
Yeah, and for those who I guess I can say just started listening with this episode. Last week we discussed our problems with a monoverse in comics,
Which is just
and
for those of you that don't know what it is, that's one version. One.
yeah, thankfully DC is not taking the monoverse route with their
Yes.
comics.
Yeah.
And imagine if the absolute Batman was the one version of Batman.
Yeah.
Just think of that for a second. A 6'6", probably 3-something pound beast of a man.
Yeah, hey, if you were a thug, you'd be like, what the hell? Nope, 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 no, I'm good.
Nope, I'm just gonna put the money back in the vault where I found it in GTA.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm completely.
Oh god, I just thought about this. Imagine if the absolute Batman was the one that became Nightwing while Dick Grayson was on his excursion. Hey, have
Be
you
like,
noticed Nightwing looks different lately? What do you mean? He's 6'6" and wields an axe.
it'd be like,
Seriously?
oh, he's
Yeah. And it sounds like Batman, but like if Batman was like on steroids.
all right. Do we need to add any more things, or should we just cut it from here?
We can cut it from here.
All
We're
right,
literally just running out of stuff to talk about.
all right. Later, folks. See ya.
See
Same
ya
time.
hopefully next week.
Yeah, we'll be reviewing the Vince McMahon documentary.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
Man,
We'll have to do the Bad Blood prediction battle.
right. Well, we're still gonna do that, folks. Just so you know. Bye.
Bye.